No idea if the thing's running or not at this point. I think not. Yeah, that was definitely a lag spot there. I went off, but back now. Good, good, good. I knew it was lagging in game, so I thought, man, which is probably well. Oh yeah, no, I feel you. So the question was, when you got to the correct room here, did you have some system, or did you just randomly run around until you ran into the room with the guys in without, any kind of map? There's this guy. Kill the other one, this thing. Try to get it out. Make a valiant effort. Together says I pulled one group on the Tom, but my healing spore triggered off and right, no, I meant like as far as finding a room. Like, did you have a method for locating where it's at, or did you just run around and happen upon it? Because I mean my current method is I plan to run around and then try to use track to find the Tesh Mall, which I know are in that room. And then, see, this is the Spore King ring again, back over there. Okay, he said, oh, I misheard. I used EQ2 Origins Wiki. Well, yes, you can do that. But I was thinking, just kind of an angling method to get to the right location. Got lost in with the peak ordnance, yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Finishing some quest stuff. Oh yeah, I've got some stuff to do here in Splitpaw Den. I gotta unlock quests, that's the way this zone works. You do quests, and then you get to unlock other quests in the zone. And ultimately it leads into an epic zone here. Jilly says I literally cleared out this entire place and I still got lost. Davey says, ever thought it was cartoons? No, this is Splitpaw Den. I'm going to go ahead and this. Get a cultivator first. Then go after the keeper. Now the cultivator's dead and he's coming missed. Probably I should just go throughout those ones and then I'll be able to see better what's on track. Has a few more seconds on it, so as well for her. Alright, so this is the last news. And that way they won't get in my way when I'm trying to find out where I'm going. Ad starting in 57 seconds. That ought to make it a little bit more clear. He's somewhere to the south and below you. Oh no. That might be the guys down there who fall down. Okay. That's gonna be a problem, but looks like they're disembodied and damned and things like that. And so maybe they also have vengeful. Alright. Because I don't believe that I need to go down there to... So if I try stepping to the outside of... So just one moment here. Okay. Herbalist and the herbalist. I'm going to use the herbalist. Kill the harvester. Harvester or the herbalist has come almost. He's ready to join in this fray. Who's also interested in this whole event. Oh, that seems to work. So I kind of just stayed to the outside edge all the way around on the right-hand side. This is a true door. Different guys. Well, interesting. theme. And I use this one and then try to throw the trash. But we have this accursed guy over there just being terrible. See if I can manage to click buttons. Apparently I can't. Clicking buttons is super hard. I think I want to try to kill this one first. Alright, gotta be a little bit of mention here. And this is why we need to always remember to bring those health regen totems along. As a reminder for yourself. Oh, I'll try messing this one first. But the one that pushed down, you must have really crashed. think I will. Was been refreshed from these moments. Probably first.
Meal that I would have made.
I don't like this food lure stuff. Stun that off. Seems like the enemies in this game just don't want you to kill them or something. It's so strange. Crazy things. Stun you, stalk you, root you. All the stuff. Now, I think that one over. Try that strategy again. Starting with Hexadrin on the overseer. No. Instead, we're definitely going to go for this guy first. other one here to put the rifle medicine. Yeah, the good news is I think that was the last one to listen in this particular section. So that's good. Alright, let's try that again. I'm going to start with the Hex Room. For real this time. We have this, and then medicine. And then try to get these other things. Up and back in the fight already. Unfortunate. One of the Loathsomes is dead. That's good. Oh, it's looking okay so far. Just gotta wait on this to clear up, and we can do the same kind of process again. I was thinking I should move him away, and then I was like, oh, that'll be fine. It's not fine. So, thing over here. there goes John. Talents. We're gonna wait. Sugar, because we know the if they're going to die. Maybe even wait for him to contact me and get him out of it. Might be even a better idea than that. That's what. Yeah, try this again. Third time's a charm, right? Gas station. And load someone off the bottom. with Rupert. What that means is that I need to upgrade some more splicing. Let's see. A carpet of drug smart colors. We have button beam with a deathless mission roll overload and charge it on. So I think we're going to probably start with a hut stall on him. That's it for him. And a nose on one. And try to get the glutton, then feed, I think. Oh, thank you, Starbeam Ruby. He's back in action. I'm just going to ignore him for this moment. And stop this pig. I'm gonna put someone. At the same sort of situation with these folks up here. Good news is these hex stars reach a long ways. We'll probably have to get these in to get back to those plates there. So, I think I'll body pull these guys. so we got 2 more groups over there. Alright, this last bit, then we'll be able to get to these boxes here. So, I can just do the same technique here again. Decrease his mitigation. Hit him a couple of times on his way over. With some arrows and a couple of these guys and knock them out. Oh, let's see what we've got over there. All we need is that. And I can just pull them down. Me as well. Starting in 28 seconds. Don't need that. Let's open this. Got some engraved bracers. Then we should be able to build on up to the sledge, but I believe we will have to put the throne up there. Turns out I probably didn't even need to clear back to big boxes because probably this would be more. I don't know, maybe, we'll see. It is. Alright, so now we click the throne and finish the quest. Alright, that's like got that knocked out.
A torch and some bravery are all you'll need in here.
Alright, well, I won't have time to do more right now. So I see that there's still an ad break going, so I'll wait for a moment until everybody gets back in. Alright, so I'm gonna have to run off for maybe like 20 minutes probably. And so I suppose I can just go AFK here for a minute, or for those 20 minutes or so, and then I should be back pretty soon. I'll go ahead and do that. I could switch to like I made a be right back screen, but you know, I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it up and put on the AF2 tag.
Thinking?
And put a message here. And then I'll be back soon. Alright, I'll be back. Yeah, that's what I was warning you. Hey guys, I am back. Alright. Now, what have we here? Oh, soil scratch. Who's here?
Not so loud.
We know this
Are you
guy.
trying to wake the dead with that voice of yours?
Sorry, I didn't realize you were yelling.
I can't be distracted by you or anyone else. I'm still trying to pinpoint their location.
Pinpoint whose location?
The rock crawlers, of course. They get closer every day, and I don't want to be here when they arrive.
What in the world are you talking about?
We use our inside voice here.
Sorry, but I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about.
Look, there's something going on beyond these walls besides the Dark Ones stealing our young in the night. If we leave those rock crawlers unchecked, they'll threaten our food supplies and our very lives.
I'm sure I could be of assistance if you required it.
I think the crawlers are just down the hallway, past one of the abandoned cave shafts. I'm sure you're resourceful enough to find your way around.
Wait a minute.
Good. But be careful. I'm sure I heard something big moving around in there.
I will return later and let you know what happened. Alright, let's see then. You know what I can do right now is to knock out another one of those solo arena quests. Solo arena. Not really a quest, that's a strong word, it's just a zone. We've done the regular one. Now let's see if we can do the difficult. Possibly. Possibly not. One way to find out. You know what else I didn't do is repair while I was out here. It's Minder. Let's see here what we've got. Fifth slide tails over here.
Welcome to the pit. Are you prepared to face our champions?
I'm ready to fight.
Here are the rules. The last person standing wins.
Okay.
If you win the match, you may take your winnings and leave. Or continue forward and risk losing it all.
Go on.
The more you risk in the pit, the more you stand to gain. Are you ready for your first challenge?
I was born ready.
Your first challenger is usually used as a training pet for Splitpaw children. See how you fare against this.
Got the first guy down. Next.
Well done! It seems that you're worthy of fighting in the pit!
I'd like to continue fighting.
Your next challenger has been starved for several days, which should make for an exciting fight. Battle on!
Okay, we got this vanished grotto Aranea coming at us. So let's go ahead and put a little detriment on it. I'll give it a second to get back a little bit of health, and then go to the next one. It's unfortunate that I don't have any of my health regen totems anymore. And I'm actually out of the power regen as well at this point. So we just have to go with the old way with just some food and drink.
You continue to surprise us! Congratulations!
I'm ready for the next match.
A favorite among the fans, we bring you the Scourge of Splitpaw, Yellowtooth! No. Snuck a Hexburn into this guy. Something new for dinner.
I believe his thing he just cast there was called Stunning City. Another couple of seconds to regen. And then...
Congratulations on defeating the aged Yellowtooth! Now that you've proved you can defeat our enfeebled elders, you can take on more difficult challenges!
I'd like to continue fighting.
Test your strength and resolve against this!
Alright, so now we have a bigger spider. Got a weaponsmith cooked it up. That's not bad.
Well done! I never expected that strategy! On to the next challenger!
Let's fight.
Your next opponent has been trained from birth to destroy newcomers in the pit. Prepare for battle!
He's gonna be far along into this when he comes down.
You handled yourself well in there. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Of course I am.
Known to crush rock with his bare paws, our next opponent has the strength of 10 gnomes. Blossom Stone Band!
me down pretty good there. My poor old health regen potion is very, very low level at this point. I think it's level 22. Alright, let's see. Almost time to talk to Flip again. Give her one more tab.
Excellent! You defeated Fossum, and prove you're worthy of our next challenger!
Then bring him out.
In our next epic challenge, you'll face off against the duo known as Splitpaw's Hope. Ready? Fight!
Alright, so I'm going to try to decrease the mitigation of this one. And then miss this one. And I didn't quite work right off the bat, but we'll try it again. There we go. Not going super well. Oh, bueno. A fizzle too? Nice. Looks like an ad starts in 22 seconds. There are a few things that I'll need to sell to a vendor when I next go back, and then I've got some to pop into the depot. Depots, I should say. Maybe a couple things. Because I want to put these Old hemotoxins in water. We've got the wooden egg and a fettering potion. Poison water. Running. I think we're missing something. We've got the wording, we've got the fettering. So we're missing the hemotoxin. That ought to help.
You truly shined during that last battle. Well done.
I'm ready for the next fight.
Nothing you've battled thus far can prepare you for this challenge. Good luck. Fight!
Well, we got the gladiator. We're gonna take out this illusionist for I think I will try to put a hex on the gladiator. And then Nez, the illusionist. Ah, but the illusionist knows me first. Shame. See that. Okay. Boom, this over here. Perhaps. Let me get a little bit of reach on it. And I'm sure I see that. Still have another 24 seconds of disappointment here. Decreases crushing, piercing, slashing range to target by 20.7. Now this time, I'm going to try mesmerizing the Dragon Gladiator. And then killing the disillusioned moon slave. Hopefully I can get that dead before that gladiator comes on the last pussy. We got that. Okay. More keys coming down, so probably shouldn't have bothered on this. But that's okay. Let's see. It occurs to me, I think that I have an adept lucky gambit in the deeper in the scroll deeper in the rest. I should check on that next time I'm there too. Alright, let's slide it.
Amazing! Can you be stopped? We shall see!
Send out the champion.
Our next opponent requires no introduction. Bring out the pit champion!
That lasts for 3 minutes and can be cast every 30 minutes. So hopefully he'll meander out here in the next 3 minutes. Looks like I was a little preemptive with that. That's right. Alright, now we will talk to this guy.
You defeated our champion! You're the true pit master!
In that case, I would like my prize so I can eat this place. And then we get this mimic chest over here. So that we can then get out of the chest. Okay, this is a little decorative pet thing. So we got that, and we got the mounted crit snout, which is giant and button. This. A little flaming bullhead. And an arcane champion wristbands. There you go. That's what you get from this more difficult, well, it's just considered difficult, not the most difficult, zone there. That was the solo arena. And then, another thing I need to do while I'm over here is mint. So, let's mint up. And then I think I'm going to go ahead while my mind is working somewhat and call the city, dump some of these things into some containers, but also maybe see what kind of poisons and potions are available in the mastercrafted world. Because I don't think we have any in the deeper. And although I have some still, I would like to have some more with a variety of commits. And as you probably will see, I often am giving things out to other people, so you know, I need more than just for myself here. Alright, so there's some apothecaries, pneumotoxin, and cloves over each. Could get some elixirs. I was considering getting some elixirs. Also essence health. I don't know that I want to pay those prices. I think I can get them cheaper over on the Freeport broker. But let's see. Real quick, if I want to get an upgrade. There are no upgrades for left game, but on the next broker, so okay. I will dump stuff into the depot first. And just in case, check to see if I have all my stuff here. I do, that's good. Don't really know that I have anything there to dump, but I'm gonna. Okay, so it looks like I have a couple of 8x FQs. I've got this Lucky Gambit. Let's go ahead and sort this. It's easy to find things. So I got this Lucky Gambit. I'll go ahead and grab it. And also Razor Edge, which is a level 43 spell I just got. So grab the Rat, I think, as well. That's going to be a replacement for this Noble Pet. Noble Pet is very, very useful. So, remove that as well. And then, I'm not going to spread them yet, just in case I want to get a master of them and there's one available. As you can see, the Kino Scraper did not have one of any of the Lucky Gambit upgrades. Now, I could make my own 8x3, and that may be the better option to prepare. I should probably just do that. For now, I'm gonna hop over here and go to Kino Starving and check the fence because I would prefer to have masters. That's not the worst thing. Then again, I don't want to spend all that much to have a master, especially not at level 43. There's still a lot of spells that are going to be going to have new versions of them well before I hit max. So I don't really see any reason to spend a great deal of platinum on the spells right now. Should have grabbed more totems while I was in the guild hall, and I should have put some of this stuff into there. Because, I mean, I'm obviously not using all these. I just grabbed extra for the guild mates, so I need to definitely dump some of them into there. But for now, I guess before even I go over there, I should check and see if we have any upgrade for any new stuff.
Greetings and salutations, my
I
fair
checked on Lucky
patron.
Gambit, but I didn't check
what
these
is it
others.
within the
So let's
confines
try
of
for
majestic
uploads.
keynotes that I may provide for you?
Curiosity's sake, it's not there. Okay. How about Razor Edge? Does not appear to be there. Okay. Flash of Steel. No, none of the above. How interesting. I like the peanut of the food court buffer. Let's see what we got there. Lucky Gambit. We do have one, but it's 5 platinum plus 2 platinum broker for fee. I'm not interested in that. No fairy plates. They do have a razor's edge, and that's not bad. It's not terrible. consider it. And then we'll get a flash of steel. That's an adept for 70 gold. I don't think I will. I think instead I'll probably just make some adept 3 versions. Just need some fused bone. Let's see if there's any fused bone on the broker. There is some. The cheap stone is 1 platinum and 39 gold over here. So about 1 platinum, 40 gold. This is on the report broker. But we'll check the Keenish broker. And the interesting thing about Flurry of Blades, and some other ones similar, is that they don't necessarily all trigger. If one of them doesn't trigger along the way, then the rest don't either.
Then again, who doesn't? So what
This
can I
one's a
help
little
you
bit
acquire?
cheaper on the Keenish broker, and also you can easily go to these houses and pay a lot less. So we've got Rochin in the Ball of Shadow, and Vision and Starcrest. And they have a couple of cheap loans, which will be just fine for me to get out. Not quite as good as getting a master, but not too bad. Alright, so we've got Balbashire, Roshan, not sure. Roshan, one of those. And the Balbashire is one of those that I'm not great at finding the inn to. But I guess maybe the way we did it right. Looks like it, possibly. Now let's see if he paid his rent. Good job, Rochan. You did great. The ad break has begun. Let's see. Nothing else from there. I do want that fused bone. Do I want any of the rest of this? Oh look, it's one of the Green Goblin guys. That means they no longer have the image for that. And a 3D piece. All kinds of goodies over here. I don't think I want any of them, but they're here. Do you need any of that stuff? Oh, Chan and the Bullet Shadow has it. Alright, well, that's all I needed from him. Then I'm gonna hop over to Starcrest Commune.
Good day to you, adventurer.
To visit
Can I fix you
Gizm's
up something
house.
to eat?
Alright, welcome back to the video. I see that the ad break ended. Let's see if we can find the dang house room around these parts. Maybe it's this way. You know what I could do is just look for the house tab. Ah, lucky guess. And Gizm also paid their rent. Good job, Gizm. You always appreciate it when you pay your rent. It's wonderful. Alright, so there's some other rares here for various kinds. I don't need them, but months and commons. looks like primarily we're looking at maps. But there's also a counselor's head and some visitors card here. Cool. Excellent. So, what I got out of that was too long. I'm alright with that. So, in that case, I'm gonna go stick these 8 eggs back into the guild bin. The guild deeply better. And not use those offshore. You need to.
Can you believe Vandus? You'd think he'd want help considering the mess he's in. But,
where I'm going. So that was the trick. You know, I think I may have finished a collection. No, I didn't. It must have been this trip. Alright, hopping over to Willow Wood. Now that I have these, I'm going to go ahead and switch into my crafting gear so that I can make myself a couple spells. Maybe a few spells if we have any of the rare to use them all in here. One way or another, I'm definitely going to throw that stuff in. Okay. And what else? I'm going to toss some things in here as well. That's elemental umber. That's noxious remedy. No, let me just keep these in my bags for me. See if I can throw some of these house items in there. They're all natured, I guess. So, I can access my passport there and throw some of these foreheads into that. And I think, yeah, I can toss that in there as well. Plus rewards from various things, and that'll make it easier. You know, it won't be in my bags, and then later pull that out with bullets and get methods from there. Alright, that all looks alright. Sort these bags. And then let's see, in the fruit of holding, let's start with Lucky Gap. Lucky Gap. We want this one. We currently have 6 fused things, so that'll be fun. By the way, for those of you who don't know, the server bonus is still running right now, so if you haven't finished taking advantage of that, you should hop on board. 14% bonus to adventure and trade spend. Alright, so this is significantly better than the current version. Does up to 477 melee. The one I'm currently using does 243 at the most. So we're going to clear this hotkey. Drag that down to there. Put this over there for a moment, because I'm probably going to be doing some more with that in a moment. So then we have Flurry of Blades next. Another very good spell. I mean, all spells have their uses. probably need to get another level in crafting. Well, another 2 levels, actually, so that I can make my jewelry that I need. Alright, so this is one of the ones that, if you read what it says 3 quick attacks. If one of these attacks misses, the successive ones will miss automatically. If all attacks hit, target's physical damage resistance is decreased. So if the first one works, the second one, you go off and attempt to hit. If that one also hits, then the next one goes off. If that one also hits, then it decreases the negation of target versus physical damage by 441. If you miss with the first attack on this, then none of them go off. So depending on how far, it's important for you to hit with every one of them really. In order to get that mitigation to decrease at the end, you have to hit with all 3 attacks. Still a good spell. Alright, so Flurry of Blades. And that is a replacement for arms. Right now we've got 94 to 156 on each of those, and a decrease of 336. This will bring that out to 130 to 217 each, and a decrease of 441. Very good. Throw that in there. Next one we have here is the Razor Edge. Alright. Alright, so the Razor Edge. Let's go ahead and describe this one, and then we can look at it. Alright, it does 359 to 597 damage, melee damage. Decreases parry of target by 54.2. So you got a 597 at the top and a 54.2. Here, when we're replacing, you have a 433 at the top with a 41.8 decrease in parry. So again, you can see the differences going on here. Pretty significant, I would say. Alright, so the next one we have is Flash of Steel. And this will be the last one that I'm upgrading right now. I do have some others that are older and are not 8 up 3s or higher, but I'm not too worried about them. The amount that I use those spells wouldn't be worth, using the rare for it, because someone else would get my benefit from the rare than it's worth. Alright, so this is Flash of Steel. It does 135 to 165 melee, and it decreases DPS of target by 16.4. So 165 at the top, 16.4 decrease. Now that replaces 5+5, which is 191 at the top, decrease of 25.1. Well, now, let's look at that again. Same thing as the himself here. Well, no. That is because the Flash of Steel is still the apprentice. Ignore that. Let's try this again. Actually, let's grab this. It's a great idea. Alright. Now we'll try. That looks much better. Okay. It's a little bit better on the DPS decrease that it does. It's significantly better on the melee damage, so I'll take it. Here, this hotkey. Move that down there. Alright, now you'll notice that when I made those, that was making this dust, luminous dust. That is what's used to make the rare potions and poisons. So, I'm going to throw that in for dear crafters to be able to make some potions and poisons with. I also have at least one collectible to throw in. It looks like I have some collectibles to pick out too. It's a period book quest, I think. I'm not sure. This one is My Time with the Harpies. That's either one of the Digital Flame Zones. And Not to the Dead. Alright, very good. Didn't finish anything, but that's alright. Now what? We're going to do some crafting. Level 46 right now. Trade skill experience is up to 79, almost 80. And vitality is 37, yeah. I should probably knock out a little bit of crafting. Maybe I could even get up to level 48 and have a neck piece. Oh look, it's Tanukiel. I'm gonna erase that. And then this is gonna be a rush right there. Look for my invoice. And then we'll go knock this out real quick. It takes maybe 5 minutes to do a rush ready. Assuming that I have all the fuel and everything I need. Which I didn't check. So, here's hoping. If not, then it'll take a little bit longer than 5 minutes. So, if that's the way it is, that's the way it is. Made this cool little crafting hotbar over here. It's got my crafting buttons here at the top section, and then it's got my harvesting tools there in the bottom 6. Easily switch between those. Welcome, who's now again? Say hi to him. Not slurry, clary. Slurry would be a very different thing. The ad starts in about 50 seconds. My understanding is that if you're a subscriber, then you don't see the ads. But if you're not, then you do. I actually just started some kind of a discount today. It says 35% off of 5 or more gift subs. So there you go. That times before you starting contour here. And then we'll just start pulling the herd and we finished up this rope. This, I will perhaps remember to go pick up some totems. Seems like a grand plan. Let's see. Of each of those. And hey, you know what? Why not some wolf totems too? It doesn't increase my speed that much because I'm a scout using pathfinding, so I already have a bit of a speed boost, but it does increase the move as well. Yeah, there's that one there. I thought that he doesn't see me.
Salutations.
And I should go make sure to have some of the fuel that I need before I pick that up. Lustrous black coal. Definitely need to make sure to have that before I lay into crafting more of it. And I'll throw it into the depot there. Good. But you can actually stop at the depot first. There, okay. That's how you do this. I knew that, right away. Oh no, you know what else I did? Ah, I'm so foolish. I left without grabbing the update from the reporter station. Beautiful. Alright. I'm gonna get it this time. Diamond beam symbol it is. Should be able to get through it a little quicker now since we have on totem. Of course, I don't need to have health regen totem, so let's just turn it out of zoom off with that. That was silly. Certainly no need for that while crafting, right? Veil of the Forest. I think I will be leveling with this rope. So that'll be good. Actually should check in the deeper and see if there's anything in there for me. Well, I guess I did check in what, I was checking for other things earlier, so I would have seen the crafting books just as well as the adventure names earlier. I just wasn't thinking of it. Forceful negotiation is next. Running out of power in spot of epic in PC. Not quite out of power, but certainly low. So I finished the trial. Oh, Grave, I think is the name following. Or something, anyway. It's hard to in the Sunday Splitpaw earlier. And Heartplay, I think it's Heartplay. Anyway, Heartplay. And that was interesting. It was, I think that what I did to get to that final room there was going along the right-hand path, starting from the first area, and we took that first right turn, and go along that way. That seems like what I did. I was trying to find an easy way to find the location. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. Let's do that as close to what I did.
Salutations. Well met.
Alright, so it looks like I'm at 99%. So, it's alright. One more combine is going to be what it takes to get to the next level. But I can finish it and then go get the, check the people. And then maybe I can remember to do other things. Who knows? We'll see. It's hard to say at the best of times. Got that lever. Now you can turn off those pop-ups, like it's coming up every time that I make something. All you have to do is, there's a button you can click on there. I'll try to show you next time. Yeah, there's a button you can click, and that will turn off those pop-ups. Keep them from appearing, I should say. But I like them, so I keep them personally. But if you don't like them and you want to turn them off, you see this button down there, do not show product details after creation. At the very bottom of that window, you can click that button and not have that happen. I prefer having it myself. Oops. And now I've moved it so that it's not right on top of my window. Even remember possible to get the books from my new crafting method. So I found out this morning, did a little research into the buffering situation that keeps happening, and what I've learned is that I might need to upgrade the router, and that may be part of the issue. I'm not sure. Possibly a Wi-Fi extender could help. Also, I set my max FPS on the game to like 66 or something like that, so that that shouldn't be an issue for stability. So there is no advanced jeweler 44 in there, or 47. But I'm going to check on my loot hive. On the crafting merchant outfit, I should be able to get the regular level 47 jewelry book. 4 gold and 60 silver for that. And then I'll look on the broker. Don't know if I'll actually buy it on the broker or not, but I'll look and see what it looks like. That's 47. Oh yeah, that's not 28. Let's look at the first. Oh. The name is very similar to what it says. But regardless, we will go ahead and get it. We could save 4 gold for winning the house, but I'm just going to get it here. And post an extra to the broker. Let's see what all's in here. We have Disheartening Dialogue, Gambit, Guttural Shriek, Longshank, Mask of Night, Massacre, Natural Selection, Oppressive Descant, Shadowslip, and Tafru's Dazzling Ditty. Alright, great. Ad starts in 43 seconds, 53 seconds. Okay, I can read sometimes.
Well met.
Let's see if I can grab this and knock out another one. So, for those of you who do not have a sub, it looks as if an ad break is in progress. Which means that I'm not currently talking to any of you that applies to. Interesting. Always a fun realization. Alright, welcome back everyone. looks like I have 3 more, including this one. 2 more, no. And then I'm gonna take a very short break, like 5 minutes or less, and that. I have 2 more of these to make, and I'll pop over to the place to pick up the next one. I'm gonna see if I manage to not pick up the next one and take that break, or if I pick up the next one and then have to wait myself. We'll see. I realize I ought to have taken advantage of that ad playing to do that, but I didn't realize it was going to happen until it was about to begin. I forgot what I was doing. Why is this so often the case for me? Alright, got that knocked out. And then jump over to the trade skill instance down here. It is so nice having the crafting tables, you put the crafting tables in the hall, and being able to just go from down here to up there and back. Very convenient.
Salutation.
Pick this up. And then I'm going to take a short break, and I'll be right back.
Thinking?
Okay, I'm back. I'm going to pick up my order. Looks like I'm 17% through the oven, 17.5% vitality remains. And so, off we go. Oh. I have been freezing lately because the weather has been, trying to do that thing that happens sometimes in the winter where it gets cold, And so, I've already broken out my jacket for the year. Don't know about the rest of you. And it's funny because my cousin is the opposite, and it'll be 50 degrees and she's just burning up and going, oh my gosh, and she'll actually turn on the air conditioner in 50-degree weather. It's insane. And so, I'm always having this, it's not really an argument, it's just a difference of opinions with her, and what is hot and what is cold, Me, man, if it's below 70, I'm pretty done with it. Like, that's plenty cold, if you ask me. And of course, the colder it gets, the more unhappy I am. Now, that I find does differ depending on where you're at. So I went to, where was it? Columbus, Ohio, one year in January. And it was, I don't know, maybe like 17 degrees outside and covered in snow, just snow everywhere. And I didn't find that to be cold at all. In fact, I went outside without my jacket on, didn't even realize that I should have a jacket on. And that made me understand why people can get frostbite and things like that who are within reach of something to warm themselves with. Because, I don't know, something about it was very, very different in that region than in, Central Texas, where the cold hits different, And I don't know, people say different things about whether it has to do with, the humidity, whether it's cold, wet cold, dry cold, maybe it has to do with the altitude. I'm not really sure what the situation is. All I know is it was not our kind of cold in Ohio. And like I said, that's with snow on the ground, and it's just like a world of snow. And it made me understand, too, why some people get excited about snow and can actually go out and play in it and things. Here, like, if it's snowy, I'm not interested in going outside, and I don't want to touch it for dang sure, right? Because it's cold. I can do without it absolutely every day of the week. But it's just kind of interesting the way that cold and hot can be, depending on other factors. And people talk about the heat the same way. They have the same kind of reaction with one kind of heat or another kind of heat. And I personally don't mind the heat anywhere that I've ever been. I remember as a child, it was like, I don't know, 113 degrees or something. It was over 110 here in Texas. And we had left and gone to visit some family in California, where it was like 80-something degrees. And we thought it was very nice temperature, very nice weather. Whereas they were so incredibly hot at 80-something degrees that they were just laying around the house. Now, granted, they didn't have air conditioners there at that time. We had air conditioners because, of course, we were in Texas, but they didn't have any. And it was a very interesting thing. They didn't have any bugs there. Here in Texas, we have lots of bugs. And they didn't have screens on the windows as a result. I thought that was very unusual at the time. But anyway, they were just laying around, taking their clothes off and things, and just being, laying like a dead thing upon the couch and stuff like that, and going, "Oh, it's so hot, I can't move." And we were just running around, going, "Well, this is actually really nice weather." And then a couple of them came to visit us a couple of years later, and they came down in an RV. And I remember they stayed in the RV. They just they would hardly even come out of the RV, which was parked behind our house, to come over to our house, because it was, to them, so incredibly oppressive heat that they wouldn't even leave their RV to walk, maybe 20 feet and get to our house. It was really interesting. I think part of this just depends on what kind of thing they're used to and what kind of thing they're interested in. Let's see here. I'll make a 4. See what kind of folks you are. There you go. Now we'll find out. Pot of gold. I think it's a common complaint both directions. Like, some people are just, they're just better suited to the heat, and some people are better suited to the cold, I think. Looks like we got an ad break coming in 4 seconds. Veil of the Forest. Let's see what probably hop over and do another solo version of the arena over there in the center of Splitpaw, actually. Because I think you can do that every 2 hours. I could be wrong. I think so. Let's see what this says. Oh no, we can't do it yet. It's looks like the Gladiator's Triumph is yes, every 2 hours, but it's been too recently, so I didn't realize it had been that recent since I had done it. Failure lockout is 15 minutes. Success is 2 hours. Interesting. Trial of Horror Clave was an 8-hour lockout success. Level 26, but almost level 27 as a goat. At level 30, I think that's when you get to design your guild cloak, and those come out. And I think those come out with the Echoes of Favor. And that'll be next month. So if we hit level 30 by then we should be able to design a guild cloak, which would be fun. Also, it opens up more slots in the guild thing. Every 10 levels up to level 40, so level 20, level 30, and level 40, you get more slots added to your guild storage. I think the one after that is at level 60, and then there's one at level 80. Now I heard that the guild levels online are up to level like 300 or something. Is that right? Did somebody know that? Confirm on that? Or deny? I have no idea what level my guild on live is right now. Alright, that one completed. We got top here and the claw, and looks like platform logged out. They look like they're busy on the 10 vs 10 back. I'm still a little low for all that. Alright, currently at 36% into the level, so that looks like that's got me that far. So maybe around 6 or 7 reps to a level right now. No. If it was 2 reps to there, yeah, maybe 6 or 7 of the retros specifically. It's kind of crazy that it's almost December already. It's not almost, but it is almost, right? It's, a couple of weeks away. Let's see what we've got. Live display next. Makes me wonder what exactly that means. Live display. It's very agile. Display. What it does. Increases agility. Caster. That makes sense for the live part. Increases intelligence. Caster. That's interesting. I wonder what that has to do with the product. Damage in combat. This spell has a 20% chance to cast Death Barrier on target's attack and inflicts 58 to 26 disease damage on target. So maybe your opponent is in disbelief how live you are. And agility has gone up very suddenly. They can't hit you. Now they're in disbelief and it has damaged them. But why disease add? What an interesting thing. I think it might be mental, right? It's also kind of crazy that there weren't any birds on the book at all. Any rain. It makes me think maybe we should make some, at least some punishments, just to have some available for people to grab. It's not every scout is actually a Julia. And that means that all the non-Julia scouts are running around without any spell upgrades. Just out of curiosity, let's see how many swashbucklers there are. Right now, I'm on this server. 4. We've got me, obviously, and we've got Daisy for level 24. Scuzzy, 4 o'clock. Level 70, and a level 9. So it actually, there's a wide, wide range, but not many that are very high level. Interesting. And of course, that's just what's online right now, not all that there is, obviously. Let's see, as a comparison, let's see, on swashbuckler, let's do ranger, ranger. There are 3 rangers on it. It's not a lot of rangers either. A level 40 ranger, level 2 ranger, and a level 55 ranger. How about a brigand? I have brigands. Level 54, level 24, level 70, level 42, and level 28. So interesting. Up in the 20s range. Feels like there aren't very many. I wonder what the current number of people on. It's not the time of day when people are necessarily off work. Let's do a /Viola. And it is telling us 100. Every single time that I've tried that on this server, it has always said 100 because that's the maximum that it'll say, and there's always more than 100 people on at any given time. I do wonder what the actual number is. But it's always over 100 every time I've checked. Let's do /Viola fighter. 52 fighters on them right now. "41 scouts. So more fighters than scouts. Oof. Wow, 78 mages. That is a lot of mages. 56 priests. Okay. So priests and fighters are about the same. But,
Well met.
a little low on scouts. And so many mages.
Well met.
I'll double check this time and see if we actually have enough mats to continue doing this. A little low on diamond beam, but not too bad. We can definitely make this rid out. Definitely not enough mats to finish up the level for sure. I've been intending to go harvest some more riverware, and I just haven't gotten out there yet. Probably I could knock out some of the quests while I was there. If I do that. It's not the worst idea ever. But I think if I do, I'll go ahead and pick my necklace up from my house. I've been hoping to finish leveling up and just make a new necklace, but I'd rather have the old necklace than no necklace at all. Also be in a little bit better condition now that I've upgraded some of my spells. Looks like an ad starts in 54 seconds. For those who are not subscribers at least. turn this one in. And then maybe I should go do some harvesting before anything else. But I think first, I'm going to see how much it costs to get level 42, sorry. Level 42 mastercrafted jewelry. And actually, particularly, I want the neck piece. Let's see what they're charging in here. That's very cheap right there. Okay. I don't want it, but it's cheap. I would want the rhodium. And it's 3 platinum. That's not cheap. 36 gold is cheap, but it's also pretty much garbage. So I don't think that I want that at all. I don't even think it's worth 30. Even if I went to the house and got it 30 gold, I would still feel like I didn't do much in the way of benefiting myself with that. Even over my noggin Sparks Wondrous Tinkerdoodle, to be honest. It's hardly better for me. No, crazy. More sense in making ruby stuff, really. Alright. Good to know. Good to know. So, I'll be leaving it out in my house where I can grab my my greater lightstone that I accidentally threw in there one day. Well, I didn't accidentally throw it in there, I just didn't realize that I did, but I still needed it. Clearly I was in crafting the ornaments, or harvesting suit, and not my other one. I'm amused by the fact that I just went right back into the guild house instead of to my own house. That seems about right. Alright, let's try this again, but this time I'm going to the correct house. I have to pay my upkeep. What a shame. Once in a while, make me do that. Alright, now, here's the bigger lightstone coming out right here. I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to examine it, remove the stone from the mountain to make it into a thing again, and then stick that on, and save it. And there we go. Excellent. Excellent. Now, because it's already past 4 o'clock, I'm going to take the English Harbor Minister ticket in southern color and go over to Neckquest that way. Cut out a little bit of the time it'll take. So the harbor master's right over here. Now sell your ticket to Neck Forest where the Thundering Steps docks. 90 silver, a little bit exorbitant. We're gonna do it. Gonna stick on some harvesting wear. And I'm going to harvest my way. Nope, I'm not. I'm just going to harvest in reward because actually changing plans yet again. New plan. Go sell to a random merchant over there some of these random items. Ride note sail. And then begin the great selling of various things. Not my potions or presents. I can mark them not for sale, and I won't see them in the future. It'll be great. A lot of these items came from Splitpaw, and they can be used as crafting components, but I don't want to use them as crafting components because they sell for more than you can buy the component for in the broker. Alright, that's a little bit more like it. We'll go ahead and sort this inventory. So we have almost a full bag to gather with, which is a little bit better than we previously would have been. It's not great. I can tell you, this situation is not great. We'll need to dump some of this armor and such somewhere soon. And then there's the quest starter items, some of the status point items. Man, I tell you what, it's rough. Whole rough situation going on here. It's alright. We're gonna hop over there and do a little bit of harvesting. Probably a little bit of other things to not harvesting too. Looks like I only have one quest here right now, which is kind of crazy. I was probably being careful not to pick them up, because my journal is always full. Journal remains full, I'll notice. However, I can actually delete some of the repeatables and pick up something more exciting. It's right here. I can delete this one again. And, you know, all of these Splitpaw things I'm not currently working on at this very second. Because I haven't been working on them. And I can just pick them up crazy from the Sunday Splitpaw next to them there. So, we'll need to have those in the journal right now, and I can just pick them up again. Well, that's weird that that's in the moon face. I don't want to delete my city tasks, but Evan, the crafting quest myself, may as well pick stuff up.
Welcome to Rivervale, traveler. Or at least to what remains of Rivervale. I'm afraid things here are not quite as peaceful as you might expect.
Yes, I noticed that.
For the past few months, we've seen a great upheaval upon our land. Many of our people mysteriously disappeared, and unseen beasts that prowl the night have killed those who remain.
It's terrible.
Yes, we seek the source of this evil power terrorizing our land. But the countryside is so dangerous. All we can do is huddle together in our village and hope we survive. Our numbers are small, but the memories of Rivervale strengthen and sustain us.
Is there anything you can tell me of this event?
All we know is that it corrupted the creatures that inhabit the land. Monsters replaced our bears and deer. Spirits of the forest became vengeful shadows.
Your city has become a dangerous place.
quite dangerous indeed. While we seek the source of evil, we must hold these creatures back from Rivervale. May I enlist you to aid us against this menace?
I would hope it was.
You can help. Speak to me again after you kill the beasts on this list.
I will return. And then we have another mini quest. Reminder. Let's come over here. There's a dude over here. And I'm just going to see if we can get through whatever things there are and get over behind Antonica. And then we'll cancel the sleep.
Tanar's blessings.
He says, huh, say, what do you got there? Is that Jum Jum? No, I guess it's not. Too bad. Things just haven't been the same since whatever it is that's plaguing our land. No one left to play with, no one to tease. Say, you wouldn't happen to have any Jum Jum, would you? No, guess not. What dark shadows of corruption loom over this land? What poison nurtures this earth? You know, I saw a Pixie that had some Jum Jum, I think. You wouldn't go and get it from me, would you? I just don't have the heart of its kind. Maybe it will help. And I say, I'll get the Jum Jum. And that says, get Jum Jum from the Pixie. And then,
It's time for
back
you to
over
do
here.
your duty for Rivervale.
And we'll do our duty for Rivervale. How about that?
These
That's
days,
H to him.
volunteers are scarce, so I offer you the prestigious position, under my command, of honorary deputy. All you need to do is defend Rivervale from the horrible horde of creatures threatening to tear us limb from limb. It's an incredible opportunity!
Be a deputy for Rivervale? Sure, I'll help.
Right then, deputy. Rivervale is overrun with all sorts of unspeakable beasts, and I need you to do your best to keep them from harming our fine citizens. Slay as many as you can.
Yes, sir. All right. Wondrous good. I feel so pumped up about this. The easiest way to get to these people in these cobblestone is to use the
Time
little
for you to do your duty for Rivervale.
great. Oh yes. The static things and things. Not forget those. Just going to keep that in my bag for the moment. And then
And have a beer.
talk
Forget
to
about your
Commissioner
troubles here.
Grindle here.
Bright blessings.
He says, sure. You trotters are all cheery. You got no real job. You got no taskmaster breathing his foul stench upon you as he shouts at you from dusk to dawn. And I say, as an adventurer, I also look point, even yours. He says, eh? Hey, you have a point there, Trotter. Let's see how much of my coin and your sweat it takes to make my taskmaster happy and keep my head on my shoulders. And I say, what's the task? He says, a shipment of Lindell's Grand Lager headed to the Far Seas Trading Company was vanished en route to Boba. The gobs, no doubt, have taken it, and no doubt have hidden the barrels of the lager all over the Enchanted Lands. Those gobbers never give up. I say, I'll do your dirty work. You start counting my coin. Then we'll talk to bartender Berrystein. Once again, you type it in, and then you press the H to hail
Welcome
him, or
to
you can
Fool's
write.
Gold, traveler. Those of us who survived the beasts, keep on smiling. We're alive, at least. If we fall tomorrow, we win. 'Cause we'll have a full belly and a frothing grin.
I say, then slide me an ale.
That is what I like to hear. Let's have a party for all volunteer. A party requires a special brew, but that special brew must be made by you. So what do you got that will hit this spot?
You say, I'm not sure what you mean, but a party sounds nice.
Well, we're almost out of my favorite kind, the ingredients you'll need to find. Veil Tail Stout is a burley brew. Are you ready for your starting clue?
Sure, I will find the ingredients.
Outside the Vale, the river pours out. clean as a whistle. You'll know by the trout. Fill up this barrel and return to me. And hurry up, 'cause this is one of 3.
Let's say, alright, I'm on. Okay, let's see here. Do I have more room? No. My journal is now full. What shame. Didn't take long, did it? Never does. And so, these ones, or not all, but some of these require that I go into the enchanted bands.
Hail, stranger.
It's time for you to do your duty for Riverbank.
What I failed to do is gather anything. Total failure to gather thus far. First time we land, I wrote down the in the journal in case I need it. I found the stolen version. Windows, Grand's logger. But right now we're gonna go over to the to the waterfall over there. I'm tempted to gather this stuff on the way, but then I see, or I remember, that I don't have much room in my badge right now, so I better not gather just everything I see, or very soon I'll be up there. So I got the fresh water for bartender very stun. I lost 12 bears from the goblins. But I'm just gonna take the fresh water that ad starts in 2 seconds. Heading back to the bartender for the moment.
Do your duty for Riverbank.
Take a load off and
Come on in and have a beer.
Wash away.
Forget about the next ingredient is sticky and sweet, found from a buzzer with wings that beat. They are fairly close, so don't run too far. Return to me when you've filled this jar.
Alright, I'm off. Now we have to go to Bixies.
Take a load off and
It's time for you to do your
Now you'll recall probably that I mentioned the Tower of Drafting earlier. The Tower of Drafting is exactly one of the places that say that it has Bixies. Also, around the Tower of Drafting there's Bixies, and there will be many more of them coming out soon, because it's going to be time for the Echoes of Fable to come out. When that comes out, we have Pixies galore. I noticed that the deputy in here has another quest file as well. I wonder why I didn't already grab that one, but that's okay. I'm currently going to get all of the mercenaries in the world on me. So to these guys down here, after all, always need more supplies, right?
You make good prize! Good. Oh.
Definitely do need to go over to the other farms and get there as soon as part. I'll have to be able to fight my way into there to get it. I noticed that I'm still failing to get anything in the Riverdale stuff. Brilliant. Alright, you know what? I'm going to head back over there and get back on course here. May as well grab these shinies on my way, right? No trade on that, so I leave it there. You see that Scarecrow's been to it. That's wretched order open. But I selected the long harvesting for the turret. Got the right one after a second. Ah, and those some rainbow lamps. Gotta get those. We got soft blue, and bright green, which gets us everything. Try again. More brilliant green, brilliant blue, and brilliant blue. Ah, tapped ancient fog or forest brine stones. We'll do the forest brine stones. And try again. Bright white, soft green, bright red. And that gives us disturbed quartz. Exciting. Try again. Soft blue, bright green. And another disturbed quartz. So exciting. Woo. Brilliant green, bright blue, brilliant blue. What have we here? Now we can get some prayed ancient seeds, or we can get some priest grindstones. I'll go for the ancient seeds. Here we have soft blue, bright white, and soft blue.
You cannot
Oh, good.
death.
A ghost this time.
Us again in your night.
Alright. See if we can make it go off again. Doesn't look that way. That one is done with us for the moment. Not what I intended to do at all. Oh well. That's too bad. I was hoping to get a pain off before that happened, but after I killed the dog. Oh well. Let's see, if I go this way. Here we have some of the Bixies. Not found in West items, so it's going to be one of those. We need 5, but what we need 5 of is updates, not fixes. Hey, Gargum. I believe you have your mic open.
What?
I think you had your mic stuck open.
That's because I'm buying things off the broker, and it's the same hotkey to buy
Yes.
it as it is to activate voice chat.
That makes sense. Are you getting poisons and potions? Or potions, not poisons for you.
Not buy any poisons. I have no reason to ever.
Right, yeah, no, wouldn't help you at all.
Yeah, I found some for like the silvery. Okay.
Nice. Alright, so we have two of the jars of honey that we need so far.
Got some healing potions too.
Nice.
Yeah, I was down here because I was having to buy more fuel for the depot anyways.
Right. Now I can do some gathering while I wait on those to repop. Ad starts in 56 seconds. Got a couple more rocks over there. Almost full, but I may be able to sell to somebody here and get them a little bit more money. If I sell like the B-rings and things like that. And that won't take go back to the house quite yet, and however, definitely see a shiny road there. So that's going to be very soon that I have to do that. That collection there, the Enchanted Maker loops, that is the one that you need to do in order to get 24 slot tag. The large collector's object loop. There's also this step paper. Make a little bit of room in the old bags.
It's time for you to do your duty for Riverbank.
Stranger, take a load off and have a brew. Come on in and have a beer. Forget about your troubles here.
I don't really want to forget about my troubles now, but I just want to sell something, actually. If I could find someone willing to purchase from me. This isn't looking promising.
Come on in and have a beer. Forget about your troubles here. Hail, stranger. Take a load off and have a brew. Wash away your worries with this mighty keg.
No, we found the banker. It's not fairly helpful. He's the least of the bankers of the land. This banker of the bankers is more proud. You could even call him the least bankery banker. I may have one watch. Why did I go back into the same house? It's a question.
It's time for you to do your duty for Riverbank.
Well, guess I'll have to run on out to Enchanted Lands in order to sell some of my stuff out. I I did not remember there being no one here to sell to, but then again, I'm also not sure that there is no one here to sell to. I just knew that I didn't run across them. Might and magic. That's stuff I've seen around, I think. Also, I forgot my purpose here. I was maybe going to go, I don't know, maybe to make forest, who knows? I don't think so bad otherwise. Hold on. Oh yes, okay, so I have this one. But it has stuck, so I'm not sure it could have made another piece of room there just for doing that. That's interesting. Too bad I didn't realize that in time long. Oh. I don't have much room. Well, just 2 spots, so it won't last me very long. But that's okay. We'll go back in and roll for those 2 slots worth of time, perhaps, because I only have another 13 minutes or so before I will have to go and get some things done in real life. I should be back later. I only need 2 more of the Vixie updates to finish this ingredients for Veiled Clear Stout quest. So which one will happen first? Will I finish that? In my journal, or my bags rather, for the plastic. That doesn't bode well, now I only have 1 slot left. Seems that I did not sell my insect as well as though. Not sure how I missed that, but apparently I did. On the plus side, that means I still have a spot left in my bags. Yet a small chest just fixed that problem. So my bags are currently full, but I haven't run across anything else to gather yet, so let's see what happens. Honey, and although my bags are full, I did not have to leave anything behind. Not bad. So I suppose I'll go turn this in and then head back to the town and go start clearing out some bag space.
Hail, stranger. Take a load off and have
Come on in and have a beer. Forget about your troubles here.
Let's go chat with this bartender for a minute.
The next ingredient is fairly rare, but it gives the stout the strength of a bear. Shaky guards the crops with an eerie guise, but what he is made of is a bigger surprise. Magical wheat, it forms his soul. Take it from him and fill this bowl.
Alright, I'm off. And that is a scarecrow, in case you noted. In the fields. However, it does me no good because my badge put so I'm going to start clearing out this bad situation. Let's see. I have tried doing a raid on there before without success, but now I think I've been on for more than 30 days, and so I wonder if I can now raid someone's channel. I think that would be super cool if so. And I'm going to see if I can do it. Click the buttons. And then I'm interested in certain things. I don't want to raid just anybody's channel. Let's see now what I can find that might be interesting. Huh. Somebody over here playing EverQuest named Shipmate Warrior. And it looks like they have a fundraiser going. That's interesting. Let's see if I can do this now. I'll click Start Raid. Nope, I'm unable. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I'm not sure why I can't do that. Well. Alright, I think I'm going to hop into the house. Just depositing all of the depots pretty much. And that ought to clear out a good bit of the bag space up there. Pretty sure I've already dumped my fuel in there, but just in case, you know what, it never hurts. House items, I'm not gonna dump my, ammo. But I'll go through another emerging pieces. Don't want to dump my food and drink. Electricals, yeah, sure, why not? Don't want to dump my poisons and all that, but there's some, harvests, and then some boats. So let's see. That did a decent amount of good right there. Figured a little bit of rain right up. I see the airgun is standing there as well. Yeah, that's a good start. And then I'll go sell some stuff to the vendor out here. And that ought to help a little bit more. We know for sure that there are insect wings in the little bags. Who knows what else I have failed to sell to that last vendor. Poor unfortunate vendor. Let's see that. Don't really sell that either. And I should have dumped those journals potions into the deeper for sure. It's trying to do an ad, but I'm going to snooze that, so I'm not going to be on long enough for that. Weirdly, I don't see the insect ring. Yeah, weird. I wonder if that's doing that does not say I did not give it me. No, I don't see it. Oh, there it is. I did mark it. How funny. Okay. Well, there we go. So, looking at those. Nice. Alright. That's not bad. Okay, in that case, I'm going to sort this and call it for now. I've got to go do some things. It'll be probably at least a couple of hours before I make it back. I would say at least 2 hours. Maybe more like 3 hours. Hopefully you guys will be around by then. If you haven't followed me yet, be sure to do that so that you can turn on notifications and find out when I'm going to go live. You guys don't forget I'm running a promotion right now. You get 35% off 5 or more gift subs. So you guys probably know what that means more than I do. I'm still in the learning process. I've kind of picked up on it a little bit, but I'm not sure if you can use gift subs for yourself, or if you can only actually use them as a gift, or if you have to give them out immediately, or if you can kind of just hang on to them for later. So if you can hang on to them, that would be super cool to do for like Christmas presents and stuff. But if you can't, I have no idea how that works. So anyway, I gotta get off, and I will hopefully see you all later. Bye bye for now.